My name is Precious, and I'm lazy, unfocused, narcissistic, and I'm tough to manage. At least that's what the adults say about me. It's what they say about all of us, our generation, the millennials, better known as the born frees. Studies have shown that more than 70% of our generation are problematic in the workplace. They are the worst employees to have because we are poor team players, we have poor management skills, poor team dynamics, and we just do not know what we want. Sadly, this is true. But I have an explanation for it. It's not our fault. It's because of how we were raised. In the first place, we grew up to what I can describe best as a poor parenting strategy. No offense to all our parents, but from a young age, we were told that we're special all the time, no matter what. We were told that we can have anything we want out of life just because we want it. Another problem is that we were awarded participation certificates, a medal for coming out last, which actually devalues the certificate of one who worked really hard and came out first. It devalues the ultimate goal of competition. Perhaps that's why we aren't so competitive when we get into the workplace. With this kind of upbringing, I will graduate, get a job, and finally thrust into the real world, and immediately realize that I am not special. My mom can get me a promotion. I will not be rewarded for coming out last. And by the way, I will not get anything I want just because I want it. And in an instant, my entire self-image is shattered. That is why we have an entire generation growing up with a lower self-esteem than the previous generation. Another problem is that social media has ruined us. Did you know that engagement with our cell phones releases a chemical called dopamine? That is why it feels good when we get a text. That's why it feels good when you get more Instagram followers. That is why we count and compare our Facebook likes, because it feels good. Ladies and gentlemen, dopamine is the same chemical that gets released when we smoke, drink, and gamble, which means it's nice. In the same token, it is highly addictive. Did you know that more than 70% of alcoholics were introduced to alcohol when they were teenagers? Now, why do teenagers drink? Is it because of peer pressure? Are they trying to fit in? Or do they just want to try something new? Whatever reason it is, they just, dealing with the pressure that comes with being a teenager. This kind of pattern gets hardwired in our heads, and when they grow up to experience financial stress, career stress, and social stress, instead of turning to a person, they turn to the bottle. The same happens with social media. We get so addicted to it that when we face life problems, we don't turn to a person, we turn to a device. Alcohol is good, but too much alcohol is bad. Gambling is fun, but too much is dangerous. There is nothing wrong with social media. It is because we do not know how to strike the balance that we have the problem, and that is also not our fault. We were never taught how to deal with the pressure of social media. Technology keeps on advancing, but we were never ready for it. We were never taught how to advance with the technology that keeps on advancing. There is only so much that our parents can do about this. Could this have not been featured in our syllabus? One more problem is that we are growing up in a world of instant gratification. If I want a new pair of boots right now, I log on to Take a Lot, it gets delivered the next week. I do not have to worry about popcorn queues and time slots. If I want to watch a movie, I just go online. Waiting week to week for my favorite TV show is so old-fashioned. We just download the entire season and binge. That is why we have a problem when we get into the real world. We realize that we cannot get everything that we want instantaneously, and that's why we fail. Things like job fulfillment, relationship building, those things take time. That is why we cannot form meaningful relationships. Now you realize just why we are the way we are. Now you realize just why our parents will always be better employees. It is not our fault. Let us take this as an opportunity to raise our kids in a different way. Our parents taught us everything we needed to know about life, except the one most important thing: how to live without them. I am Precious, and I am a recovering dopamine addict.